YouTube. What's going on? Woody P coming back with another one. Let's get it. You know I gotta keep the fire coming. Let's keep it rolling. Today I have a great one. Lock in. We're gonna talk about some relationships today. You know I keep it all balanced. We're gonna talk them relationships today. The biggest mistake men make in relationships. Yes, the biggest mistake men make in relationships. And you know I must come from the dark side. No one comes from this angle. And I have to enlighten men. The biggest mistake that we make when we jump into a relationship. Women, they don't make this mistake. They know better. And this is the reason why after a breakup, they always have a boyfriend waiting on them, or they're always in a relationship right after the breakup. Because men make this mistake, but women don't. And what is this big mistake that men make in relationship? The biggest mistake men make, and no one comes from this angle. The biggest mistake men make in relationships is cutting off their hoes. Yes, cutting off your girls, your chicks that you had before you got in a relationship. Yes, this is the biggest mistake men make. Why is this a big mistake? This is the first sign the girl that you're talking to, she knows she got you by the balls. When she can get you to cut off all your hoes. And it's the reason she was attracted to you. Maybe she was attracted to you because you had a lot of hoes. But as soon as you cut your hoes off and she knows she got you by the balls, and she's kind of controlling you now because she already got you to do what she wanted you to do by cutting off your hoes. She's not gonna cut off her guys, you know, guys that's hitting her up and shit like that, her guy friends and work husbands. She's not gonna cut them off. She not. But she's going to tell you to cut off your hoes. This is the biggest mistake men make. Why is this the biggest mistake men make? You got to still make her prove herself. You cut off your hoes after a half of a year, after 6 months. Then you cut them off. Once you see she legit and you see this could potentially go somewhere, then you cut them off. Most of these relationships don't go nowhere. And I know some people thinking, well, how can you guys build together if you guys are still entertaining other people and things like that? Fuck all that. Who cares? Because she going to keep her side dudes on the side anyway. That's what she going to do. She can't help it. Because once the relationship is over with, she don't want to be single. She doesn't want to be single without it being on her time. Period. Women don't like to be single unless it's on their time, when they want to be single. And technically, women are never single. Technically, if you catch my drift, women are never single because they can always hit up a guy and be in that type of, that type of mode. They can always do that. Guys can't do that. Once we cut off our hoes and we ain't got shit, we got to build that shit back up. Because then women talk about, what happened to your girlfriend? Oh, you two were so cute together. Oh, what happened? Shit like that. So don't cut them off. Make the girl prove herself. Go half a year. Once you start talking about marriage and shit like that, that's the rule for me. Once you start talking about marriage and engagement ring, then you can start cutting off your hoes and shit like that. Because you know, okay, we about to take this to another level. It's about to get serious. But until then, start that marriage talk or you talk that engagement talk, don't cut off shit. I'm talking to my men. This is the biggest mistake we make. Don't cut off shit. Like I said, I know people will be like, well, how can you two build together and things like that? You got to focus on it. Fuck all that. Because most of the time, the relationship don't go nowhere anyway. Then once you out of a relationship, you be sitting there looking dumb like, shit, I ain't got no hoes. What the fuck? I did all that shit, now I ain't got no hoes. We was in a relationship for 2 months. And I done dumped all my hoes. And what do I mean by keep your hoes on the side? You don't got to entertain them. You know what I mean? But, here and there, stay in touch. If they hit you up, hit them back. You don't have to go hang out with them and shit like that, but keep them in where you're cordial. Keep it where it's cordial, where you still have that cordial relationship where it's like any given moment you feel like you can still take her out on a date. Yes, the biggest mistake men make in relationships is when they cut off their hoes. By listening to that girl. She say, all right, now, you got to cut off, we got to cut off everybody we've been talking to. And this the reason she liked you anyway, because you had a lot of hoes. And then you cut them all off and y'all start, going through, let's just say, a sour period where you two not getting along. She'll forget why she even liked your ass. She will. So she need to remember that shit. She need hoes, hitting you up hearing your phone ring, getting text messages here and there to remind her ass, yeah, this is why I fuck with him. This is why I liked him. He got it. He got women. He got the looks or whatever. He got it. He got the masculine frame or whatever. She'll remember why she even liked your ass. But if you cut off your hoes and y'all go through a sour period, shit like that, she'll forget why she even liked your ass. She get irritated with your ass. So keep your hoes. Flat out. Yeah, ain't nobody coming from this angle. Ain't nobody coming from the dark side like this. Most people gonna say, you gotta dump your hoes and to focus on each other so you can build. Fuck all of that. That ain't about shit. Wait, when you start talking about marriage and engagement and shit like that, that's when you can cut off your hoes. Because now it's getting serious. But most of the time, this shit don't be serious. This shit just be, people be bored so they get in relationships. Yeah, that's the real. Yeah, that's the real. I get it real. People be bored so they get in relationships. Most of the time. So, man, don't cut off your hoes. Because as soon as there's a breakup, she gonna have a boyfriend before you have a girlfriend. I guarantee it. She'll have a boyfriend the next week, the next day, whenever she want it. Soon as there's a breakup. And you'll be sitting there looking stupid like, I ain't got no hoes. Looking stupid. Yeah. Ain't nobody coming from this angle. So the biggest mistake, man, make is cutting off their hoes in relationship. Yes. Come from the dark side, coming from the real side, the only side, the truth side. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all send down in the comments. This is what I do. I keep the fire coming. I keep it rolling. Keep the fire coming. Best way you can help is share the video. And don't cut off your hoes, man. I don't care. Unless you start talking about marriage engagement, then you can start doing that because it's going to another level. But until then, keep your hoes. Flat out. But let me know what y'all think. Y'all send down in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe. As we help share the video. And we're going to knock another one out. Bah, bah, bah. Let's get it.